The Class 1A state champion has been either Len-Winslow or Forreston.
That pretty much says it all about what these two programs bring to the field, and when they face each other, whether in the regular season or in the playoffs, it's fireworks. Friday night, they went at it again in Lena. Both teams were big winners last week. You gotta love this. Defense is definitely dope, but I do. Big Isaiah Bruce coming out of the backfield in his new role as running back, and he looks like a natural. If you can catch him, you can only hope to shove him out of bounds. Sean Ormiston had almost 200 yards rushing last week. Look at him bang off bodies there. And Kate Benson, the dump pass, and Keegan Geelan has lots of running room, stopped at the 1 right there. The Panthers would punch it in. And on the 2-point conversion here, it's Bruce getting the call and the points right there. And Ormiston would later bust another one. And a nice stiff arm right in front of us. Benson rolls to the far side. In just a second here. There we go. Benson rolls to the far right side. He has Bruce on the far end of the end zone, and that'll be a touchdown. The Panthers take this one 36-16.
Joining us now on the Sports Connection Hotline is Len-Winslow coach Rick Aaron. Rick, it got a little hairy for you guys in the third quarter, but you seemed to win the first, second, and fourth quarters. How much improvement did your guys make in this game from week 1?
Well, I think the improvement was huge. Two totally different ball games. West Carroll, they're gonna put 10, 11 guys in the box all the time. They blitz a lot of linebackers, sometimes 3 at a time. Whereas Forreston's more of a base defensive team, real similar to ourselves. Just play, responsible football, position responsible football. And so 2 totally different games, but I really thought we executed at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, both offensively and defensively, a lot better tonight than we did last week. And really that was the name of the game in the first half. We played incredible defense. I think we held Forreston to, it was either 2 yards or minus 2 yards rushing in the first half, which is probably our top first half against them, maybe ever. And then on the offensive line, we just kind of owned them, and we had our way with them. But I give them credit. Coach Zick rallied the troops at halftime, and they came out really in the third quarter and did the same thing to us that we did to them in the first half.
Now, you guys jumped on Forreston in the first quarter, putting up 22 unanswered points. What set that tone for you in that quarter?
Well, just we had a couple 3-and-outs right off the bat, and a couple good drives, and we just, like I said, we kind of owned things at the line of scrimmage, and Isaiah Bruce had a couple big runs for us, big catch in the corner of the end zone, and and he wasn't alone. We played pretty sound football all the way around, and he was just a big part of that. But I think on the defensive side, Ronell Valentine really complimented our front 4 really well tonight, and at middle linebacker, and he played downhill all night, and he was making tackles behind the line of scrimmage before Forreston knew what hit him. And so I think he was really, even though our front 4 is going to always be the key for us on defense, I think he played so much better this week than he had last week that that was really the key for us defensively.
You mentioned Isaiah Bruce. He's getting some carries in the backfield this season, and it's working. He had 110 yards rushing in this game. So how has he adapted to that role of lining up in the backfield from time to time, and is he enjoying it?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's enjoying it. I don't know who goes from grinding it out, blocking every play as a tight end to getting some carries in the backfield and not liking it. And Isaiah's a team player. He's going to do whatever we ask him to do, and whatever it'll take to help the team. And he played some tight end, he played some wing back, he played some fullback, some tailback. He played a little bit of everything for us. And for him, a lot of times right now it's just getting used to knowing where he's at on the field.
Now, Sean Ormiston had almost 200 yards rushing last week. He had 185 yards this week. We knew he had speed, Coach, but he was dishing out some hits when guys came up to try to tackle him. He's a punishing runner.
Yeah, Sean is a very punishing runner, and even as a sophomore last year, he had that in him, and he was our go-to ground and pound guy, and he did a lot of that tonight. And then in the second quarter, he actually came off the field a little drained and, got a little recovery in, and we put him back in, and he just shot out like a cannon and scored a nice long run. And that's what Sean does, and maybe one of the hardest working kids I've ever had.